Wow, my mind has been blown. An incredible time to be a South African, and certainly from a medical perspective, I think we deserve a massive pat on the back. Not so much for our achievements in sports. Recently, 192 days to go until the next FIFA World Cup happening in Russia. I think fans now starting to feel the vibe, not South African fans, and I am a little bit bitter. You can pick up the acetone. Unfortunately, we are not there, but some of the best groups, best teams in the world will be there, and we've now got a sense of those group phases, who's going to be up against who. So Ashfak, thank you so much for sticking around this morning.
Sure.
Let's go to the group of death first. Who's going to stand out there? Who can make it through? Who's going to survive?
It has to be Group B. That's with Spain and Portugal in there. The two other teams are Iran and Morocco. You might not think that they're so strong, but in terms of the rankings, that group is the best group. So Iran has got Carlos Queiroz, the former Bafana coach. He's been with Manchester United as well. They did really well, unbeaten in their qualifying campaign. Morocco were also unbeaten and didn't concede a single goal in their qualifying campaign. So
who's going to come on tops then?
I think, look, Spain and Portugal should do it. But with Spain, if they don't renew that sort of team, still got a few 2010 heroes there, they could be in trouble.
But they've got the class, man. They've got the class. I think back in 1997, Pele famously said by the year 2000 we will have an African team winning the World Cup. It hasn't happened as yet. When we look at who's in there at the moment, Nigeria, Senegal, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, all very strong teams, but are they good enough? Can you see an African making it through? I think we haven't seen an African team make it through the quarterfinals yet.
I think the strongest in terms of the groups is Senegal, because they've got a good draw. I think Poland's the strongest team in their group, but then they've got Colombia and Japan. And I think they would fancy their chances against both Colombia and Japan. And they can get through there, it's Belgium or England in the next round. And England's, he's seen the World Cup. There can always be an upset. And Nigeria as well, they've beaten Argentina recently.
They've had a fantastic run to the World Cup,
So Nigeria also stands a chance with Croatia being in their group, so they could get through there too.
If we do an overall look at all of the groups, who do you see going through to the knockouts?
Well, it's a long list, but I think Russia, because they're at home, even though they're not so strong and they didn't have a qualifying campaign, they should get through Group A with Uruguay, definitely. Group B, Portugal, Spain. Group C, France, Australia. Australia might be in trouble there. Peru, I think, will get through there. Group D, Argentina, and I'll go for Nigeria. Definitely
Nigeria,
Group D.
come on, show some heart, man.
Group E, Brazil, and probably Serbia. F, Germany, Mexico, probably the strongest there. G, Belgium and England. You would hope England can get through. And H, Poland, definite favourites. But go Senegal.
Come on, Senegal. Come on, man. Who's going to win this World Cup, buddy?
Hey, big question, big question.
Who's the informed team?
Belgium. Belgium, I think, are dark horses. You got to watch them. England, you always think they've got some good players. Harry Kane, really world class.
Come on.
You know, at that level, they just never get through. So maybe this is their time with a new young group under Gareth Southgate.
Delhi, come on, buddy. Now, there's some fantastic teams. It's a mouth-watering prospect. As we said, just 192 days to go. Let's start getting those football brains back in action. Ashfak, thank you so much for joining us this morning and for sticking around. Well, you can let us know. Is it Africa's time to shine? Can we see an African team winning at the 2018 World Cup in Russia? Big, big question mark.